Hi, I'm Debbie, and this is Sirsha, whose death inspired me to research this video series, Will I Be With My Animals Again in Heaven, looked at from a Christian point of view. This is the 5th video, so if you love God and animals, please subscribe. In this video, I'm looking at more arguments for and against animals having immortal souls. I'm going to give you the 40-second summary and then dig a bit deeper if you want to hang in there. So, the main argument is about the translation of the Hebrew word nefesh, which can mean immortal soul, but can also mean just living being, depending on the context of the passage it appears in. It occurs in Genesis after God makes creatures, and then again after he makes man. Those against animals having souls say, when God made man, he breathed his spirit into him. You can't assume the same was done for animals because there's no biblical reference for it. Therefore, only man will go to heaven, and nefesh can only be translated as immortal soul in reference to human beings. Those for animals having souls say, the exact same word, nefesh, is used to describe both man and creatures in the exact same context of creation. Therefore, it's illogical to assume that man was the only recipient of God's spirit. Therefore, nefesh could also be translated as immortal soul in regard to animals. So that's the main argument, and here's a couple more. Those against animals. God refers to his creation as good until he makes Adam and Eve when he refers to it as very good, showing the unique value that humankind has for him. They say only a human soul is described as returning to God. In Ecclesiastes, Solomon wrote, "Who knows the spirit of a man which rises upward, or the spirit of the animal which goes down into the earth?" And finally, they say in the New Testament, no reference is made to animals being redeemed or going to heaven. Those for animal souls say, in Genesis, Moses refers to both man and creatures as possessing the same breath of the Spirit of life, or the Holy Spirit. And they also quote Ecclesiastes. Surely the fate of human beings is like that of the animals. The same fate awaits them both. As one dies, so dies the other. All have the same breath. And finally, they say in the New Testament, the whole of creation is referenced as being redeemed, not just mankind. So, there you have it. I think there are compelling arguments on both sides of this question. But for me, there is enough depth in the thought that animals do have immortal souls to give me a foundation of hope to build upon, that I will see my little furry babies again in heaven. So thank you for joining me for this. If you know anyone who loves animals and has lost an animal recently or even in the past, point them in my direction, please, and share it on your social media. Thank you.